Hello everyone, Aquarian73 here with the 14th audio recording from the series titled Confessions from Beyond the Senses, where I will tackle the history of humanity starting from the first living cell that has appeared on the Earth. The Earth is in this story very important since its history is inseparable from ours. But back to our single cell. We have a cell that appears in an environment where it is met with the concept of mortality, which leads it to find a solution, and the solution is duplication, passing the gene to the next generation in order to continue to live, to exist the same way its source does on the grander scale, infinitely and eternally. Thus, duplication happens, and out of duplication comes complexification. And within this complexification of the environment appears a competitive streak, a predatory streak, and these streaks create a very harsh environment for certain species, and an environment where the stronger survives and makes it, and the weaker is eaten. And out of this, we get reptilians come in within an environment, a planet that is harsh. The harshness of the planet is reflected on the skin and the nature of these reptiles, who are excellent predators and are ruthless predators, and until the planet changes and becomes more welcoming to softer life forms. These predators are the species that dominate the planetary environment surface. And once the planet softens, other species appear, such as mammalians or their first ancestors, and from there we get to humanoids. Humanoids appear within environments that shift from being harsh to being soft, and within those harsh environments they live just like reptilians. They have to fend for themselves, they have to use their wits, they have to be competitive. Within softer environments, they seem to appear groups that are living in harmony with nature, and within these phases appear the group that a humanoid group that was very much in harmony not only with the planet but with the group, the nature surrounding it, and did not rely on rules, did not rely on competitiveness, did not use predatory strategies to feed itself, and didn't really rely on even marriage or union between genders to pass on the genes. Instead, there was an orgiastic setting where the descendants, the children, were the children of the tribe rather than the children of one person. There was no sense of ownership, personal ownership, in this kind of setting. And you find that this particular group is very much the expression of the light beings. No competitiveness, no predatory streak, no fear, instincts embedded within their way of living and expressing themselves. And however, as the environment changes, these groups are infiltrated and they succumb to the reptilians, the reptilian consciousness, the more aggressive ones, which structure the social setting and change it to create tribes that are more aggressive, more closed, more set on growth rather than on staying in a plateau of harmonic resonance with the rest of the environment they are in. And hence we get tribes that become nations, civilizations, and rise using the energy of these light beings who were at the core, the foundation of this civilizations, these civilizations that appeared. And we get this with the Atlanteans until their disappearance, then the fragmentation of the Atlanteans going through the contours of the continents on the coastal lands, appearing in India, in Samaria, near Egypt, in Mexico, and in Peru. You have their appearance everywhere in New Zealand and in Australia. There is a spreading throughout the planet, all the way to China, and the spreading is reflected by the similarities in architectural innovations that appear at some moment, with pyramids appearing everywhere. Some pyramids we don't even know existed right now, and these civilizations live off remnants of knowledge coming from the Atlantean knowledge, and carrying both the light impetus and the reptilian impetus within them. And until we get to our very civilization, our civilization which is now highly defined by a reptilian mode of thinking, very aggressive, competitive, me first, achievement based, very hard environment for the weak, for the elder, for the handicapped. Very hard environment indeed, and an environment that needs to be rectified as soon as possible. And I think that the changes that are happening nowadays will lead to change, will lead to change of consciousness, of paradigm. And I hope this message was helpful, and I wish you a wonderful continuation in your life journey. Thank you.